Welcome to day 26 of Junk Journal, January 2025. Day 26 is about movement. And I have been, for the last 25 days, leading fellow junk journalers through the FaithArt challenge of Junk Journal January. What does that mean? It means we take the prompts that Meg has given us and we do a search, a dive into scripture and find out, is that concept there? What would that look like? Maybe it leads us to a verse. And then we create a junk journal page built around our in-depth Bible study that we just went on. So for movement, obviously if you look at the definition, it's the act of moving, a change of place or posture. It's a motion of the mind or feelings. It can be an emotion, right? It can be the rhythmical progression, pace, and tempo of a piece. And I looked up in Bible Hub the topic of movement, and there's a lot of really good stuff in there. It talks about the physical and spiritual dynamics that encompasses the actions of God and then people and nations. And it really is, the concept of movement is integral in understanding the unfolding of God's plan throughout Scripture. So I read all that, and I will put the link, and I encourage you to go read it because I think it does help. I felt like I wanted to go more on a personal level today. And so I went back to Google and put in the question, what's the concept of movement in a person's faith? And that's where I came up with some stuff that I'm going to show you in a couple minutes. But what does it look like? Movement in a person's faith refers to the dynamic, ongoing process of personal spiritual growth and transformation, where we are actively engaging in our beliefs, putting them into practice, and experiencing a continuous evolution in our understanding and relationship with God. So I wanted to make something that had movement today, right? Well, here's my little movement page. I am going to show you how to make this really fun little piece that kind of folds out, right? And we're going to do that. I'm going to teach you how to do that. This was fun. I think I enjoyed this, and I think you're going to really enjoy the how-to. So let's begin with, let me show you how to make these fun little accordion folds. So when I was thinking about movement, of course I looked it up. And yes, Bible Hub had a really bunch of good stuff about movement in the scripture. Then I realized I wanted to make something, like I said, more about personal. So movement, something has to move, right? Well, now this that we made yesterday, you move it, but this kind of moves on its own. So this is what we're going to make. We're going to make one of these really fun little things. They're so simple to make, but see how fun. So they have a lot of movement, and then I thought it would be fun because then each part could be talking about the different movement in our life. So let me show you how you make this. The first thing that you have to do to make this is you got to gather some coordinated papers. Now, when I was making this, here we go again, old stuff. Here's another version. Look how cute this one is. This is different folds. There's only 3 on there, right? This is when I was playing with stenciling onto glossy photo cards. You know how you can print photos from your computer, right? Well, I used that glossy paper cards, and then I just sprayed ink on with stencils. So that's what all these pieces are of. So now these really don't coordinate. They're just a lot of movement paper. So there's a wider version. Here's a narrower version, which means this you have 3, this you have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 5 pieces, okay? So I have stacks of cards because when you do this kind of stuff, you lay out all these 4x6 cards, whatever kind of paper you want to use, and then you just go to town, and in an hour you can generate 100 and some cards. Now, if you don't have any stencils, you're not going to be able to do this. So I went through my big stack, pulled out some stuff. So I've got one that's I'm going to make to show you that's from that kind of papers. But if you don't have that, I'm going to assume that you have some scrapbook paper. So just look at all your little pieces, right? And I thought, okay, well, here's some kind of coordinating something we could do. So that's what I did there. So how do you make this folding part? Now, I have number 12 size tags. I have a whole stack of them. So I use them because they're heavy, heavy duty. And a number 12 tag is a 4x8. Yep, it's a 4x8. So if you don't have a tag like this, don't worry about it. Just get some really thick cardstock because you need something to have a lot of heft to it so that it doesn't bend. And then what I did for this one, okay, is, and I'm showing you on here, I came down 2 inches from the top and made a mark, and then I went every 2 inches, right? So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, and then that would make that there. And then what you do is, if you have a scoreboard, go ahead and get it out, but you don't need to. If you have a metal ruler, that will work, okay? And then on that mark, you are going to score a fold line. Okay, so I did that. And we'll do this one. Okay, so now we have, it's going to be like an accordion fold, right? We're gonna fold it like that, we're gonna fold it like that. Now, what you wanna do is, you have to cut this off. So starting from the first 2 inch, I then drew the line, hold on, let me get this up into the camera. I drew the line from 2 down to the point, and that's what that line is there. Then take your scissors, and you are going to cut this, okay? And now you have this, okay? So there you would put one there, you'd put one here and one here. So that's a 3 because it's every 2 inches apart. You can save this, and what you can do with this piece is take this and go in between. So now mark it at every 1 inch, okay? So you can have a bigger one and then a smaller one. So you don't want to throw these little pieces away. You don't need to throw them away. Okay, so we're gonna go to the 5, to the 3, and then to the 1. And then again, we are going to score that. We've already got the triangle, so that's why it's cool. You can get 2 out of 1 piece of cardstock. So you're gonna, oops, hand iron, hold it down. There we go. And then we've got just this little tiny piece over here. Okay, so scoring this one, that's how you get this smaller one that we're gonna then make, okay? So you just accordion it the whole way. And it goes like that. And it doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't really matter, okay? So that's how you make the accordion part of this. As I said, see what I did here. So all you do is, for this wide one, you're gonna put a piece of whatever paper you want on top of that. And then for this one, you're gonna put it right on there, right? And then, whoops, I got this, I got it the wrong, I have it folded the wrong way. There we go. Okay, so the first one, when you open it, that piece, see how I put this piece on there? Okay, so that piece goes there. And then on this piece, we put it right on here, so it's on the fold, and then over here, and then you put it on there. You'll figure it out, okay? That's the one. Let's do this one, because I've kind of already ripped up these papers. Let's move our book over a little bit. And I think you'll see how much easier it is once I show you that. And I'm gonna use my glitter glue on this. So let me get that ready. Okay, so let's turn that over because I stacked them up. And we are going to put this, see, I have to keep looking at this. Okay, yes, it goes on there like that because you're not going to see that part. That's right, Diane. So it just goes right on there like that. This one is going to go in on there. See how it's going to open like that? This one is going to go here. And then this one is going to go, no, this one goes on this. So this actually ends up being 4. How did I do a 5? I think it's a little bit narrower, but anyway, it will work, okay? I think I like that there. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna put the glue on this. And I think watching me is fine, and then you're gonna go ahead and do it. And once you start doing it, you'll see this is pretty simple. It's easier when you're playing with it, and then you go, oh, it goes here. Does that make sense? Okay, so we're gonna put that like that on there. And you want a glue that's tough and gonna dry quickly. That's why I picked the glitter glue. Okay, this is the next one, and it's going to go on that piece right there. So yeah, we're gonna get some movement. That's what we're doing today. We are doing movement. No, wait, do I have that right? No, that does not look right, Diane. What did you just do? Oh, it goes like that. I had it in the wrong. See, again, you'll get it when you're playing with it. I think you'll get the idea of what this is. Okay, and this. Am I doing this one right there? Okay, if that goes there, then this can be, oh, that's how I did it. Now I'm seeing how I did it. So I put that on that piece and then on the little part. That's how I got 5. Okay, now I got it. Okay, so that's on there. This one's going to go on there. So it's better to have your pieces kind of ripped and ready, because I think this works easier, right? Okay, so this goes on there. Yep, that goes on there. Okay, and then we're gonna put the bigger one on this piece. Yep, so we're gonna put the glue right there. There we go, that one goes there. And then we'll put the point back, and we're going to put that right onto the point. Okay, so we want it to be just like that. There we go. Okay, so now this one, whoops. Okay, Diane, let it dry before you try and open it up again, huh? Okay, so this would come out. Yeah. Oh. Okay, I can't pull this apart for right now. But anyway, this is, like I said, the one I made is the one I'm going to put in there. And you would do the exact same thing with the scrapbook paper, okay? I think I'm going to put that one on there. But now what I want to do is, where am I going to put information? So I pulled out my Tim Holtz ideology little letters, label letters. I've had these. Don't know if these are even available, but I've had them for forever. And what I decided to do was I put the words about movement in a person's faith. So I focused on like my faith in that respect. So let's go through what that was. So the concept of movement in a person's faith refers to a dynamic, ongoing process of personal spiritual growth and transformation. That's the path I'm on, where an individual actually engages with their beliefs, putting them into practice and experiencing a continuous evolution in their understanding and relationship with God. And that leads to changes in actions and outlook on life, essentially, it signifies a faith that is not static, but actively progressing and responding to life's experiences, or movement, right? So it talks about having active engagement. So you have to kind of peel that back a little bit. And that means I'm not just passively saying, well, I believe in this, but I'm actually applying my beliefs to my daily life through my actions, through prayer, and through reflection. And then the next one was personal growth. And that means I'm in a continual process of learning, deepening my understanding, and evolving in my faith journey, okay? The next one was responding to change. And that means my, excuse me, my faith grows through situations, challenges, and then insights gained through my life experience. So that's responding to change, okay? And then the next one was engage. And then this is about like in a community, right? Engaging with others who share my Christian beliefs and supporting and then learning from each other. And then basically I decided to put faith on the front, right? Because you start with the faith and then you go deeper into it. So that's what I did for movement. So they gave a couple of examples. A person who actively seeks out opportunities to serve others in their community. Do you do that? This is my community. I created this FaithArt community. So I actively live in this community, and I spend all my days and times thinking of ways to lead people in their faith while we're junk journaling. How about maybe you're in Bible study, right? And then you have discussions in Bible study. That's moving your faith along. How about, are you someone who has undergone a significant life change, like overcoming some addiction? Let's see, what's the word I was going to say? Responding, repenting, right? Repenting. Maybe that's where you are. There's your showing your movement in your faith. Okay. And then there's also the people that get together to advocate for social justice issues like abortion, things like that. So that's movement for today. And I like that because look, it is movement, right? Shh, 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 shh. That works really well. Please like this video. Please share this video and respond to the question. The question for today is, are you actively engaging in your faith? Are you do you see transformation in your faith? And obviously, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so that you will be notified whenever I have a new video. See you tomorrow.